What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Roman's Creative Academy. As always, I'm Jay.
And I'm Mike.
And this week, we're keeping it a little bit more simple with you guys. It's actually a very special day and a very special week, per se. So you'll find out what I'm talking about at the end of the video. But basically, what we're talking about this week is all work, no play. All play, no work. We need balance in our entrepreneurial lives, right? So, Mike, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, absolutely. So in life, if there's always those two sides, right? You want to have, your fun and your play and live your life. And you also got your work and your career and your business. For everybody watching, it doesn't necessarily mean that this channel is only for entrepreneurs. It's not, right? It's for people who have jobs and stuff. But I'll be honest, typically people who have jobs, the 9 to 5s and all that, they have their balance on their work side cut out for them already. Somebody tells them when to clock in, somebody tells them when to clock out, right? You're not working at your office until 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever. That's just not how it works, right? But in life, if you work too much, right, you will be miserable in your life. And if you play too much, your business will fail or you'll get fired or whatever that looks like. So there's always that fine line between the two. This isn't something that I'm just pulling from some fucking book and spitting it back out to you, right? This is something that I am living. And not necessarily Jay, because she has very good work-life balance. She also has a very good mindset. And that all goes hand in hand. But work-life balance is something I struggle with because I thought a business, when we started, meant that you're going balls to the wall, hammer down, no days off, and I never got out of that season, you want to call it. A season meaning a period of time. I just went all out always. And until recently, realized I had no life. I didn't enjoy this as much as I used to anymore. And that's because I had no work-life balance.
And I think we see this with our students too, where it's like they're very excited. Our students who end up wanting to leave their W-2 because their W-2 is just taking up too much of their time, right? That's another factor you have to look into. But besides that, is that they leave their W-2s and they're like, oh my gosh, like I have all of this time. And I'd say we had a little bit of this, but we nipped it right in the butt very early on where it's like, oh, I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go get coffee or I'm going to sleep in a little bit. I have all day to do it. No. You have to treat your business like a business and have business hours and have boundaries, right? A work-life balance comes down to boundaries. Boundaries with play and boundaries with work. You have to set those. And obviously, sometimes there's going to be, like Mike said, seasons where it's more busier than others. But that's okay. You have to just learn how to be disciplined with yourself. It's like working out, right? You have to just be consistent with it. And then obviously, sometimes you eat a little too many carbs, so you have to do a little extra cardio or something like that. But that is what work-life balance. And the reason we bring this topic to you guys today is because, hey, summer's here, right? And in the summer, we like to get distracted with the things, like all of the things, right? There's so much to do. There's the warmer weather. School's out for kids. So just setting those boundaries is extremely important, especially when you're running your own business.
Yep.
And don't fall victim to the burnout because burnout is real.
Yep. If you are going way too hard in your business, remember to take a step back and look at everything and say, am I actually enjoying my life and this? And if you're not, that means you need to put more attention to your play and to your life and vice versa.
And this even goes for people with W-2s. Like even when you were an accountant, you were working really freaking long hours.
Yeah. And it was a season, though. You know, there was sometimes in the summer I'd be getting home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then there was the season of busy season, tax season, where I was working till 1 o'clock in the morning, and then getting up at 6 a.m. to do it all over again. But the problem is that with entrepreneurs, there is no season unless you make the seasons, because it's your business, and I didn't. And this is me telling you to not do that, not be like that. I gave up all my hobbies for this, but for way too long. You have to sacrifice in order to grow, but if you sacrifice for too long, it's going to all come crumbling down. You can't sacrifice for forever. All this fucking bullshit you see online of, oh, you know, you'll be rich in 20 years from now, just stop going to Starbucks and, like, eat at the fucking dollar store for the rest of your life. It's bullshit. You need to enjoy yourself, right? But you also need to work. And you need to be ambitious. And once you find that fine line, which is probably not going to be 50-50, which is fine. There may be more into work. There may be more into play at times. But finding the balance of where you're successful in your job and you're happy in your life, that's work-life balance.
So, Mike, what would you tell your old self to do differently?
If I were to go back and tell my old self, I'd say to get all of your poor habits in line before starting all of this, right? Because it's not get your shit together, because everybody's got problems and shit. It's get your bad habits corrected.
Yeah, and I think for me, on my side, is surround yourself, as in like your team members, with good habits and boundaries, but they also know that those are going to bleed in, right? There was a lot of hires and there was a lot of fires for us, and that was a learning lesson for myself and for you as well. But like, you need to have a team, and our team is great at doing this now, where we actually see them working and we tell them, hey, you got to go. You're done for the day. Which obviously, as business owners, it's a great thing, but at the same time, they're human beings too. So it's just having that balance of understanding of like, work's going to be there tomorrow, and nothing is going to fall apart, and nothing's going to break, and, you know, people will get upset, but that's okay. You talk through it. We're all human beings, and the world's going to still keep going, right? So that's what I would tell myself from then, because I did put a lot of pressure on myself of like, okay, you know, they're no longer working. Now it's all on me. Now I have to do it. But in reality, it's the people who care about your business and have that work-life balance. Now I'm more gracious with our team members of like, hey, if you're slow, enjoy it. But if you're busy, like, get down to business. So I think that's what I would tell myself before. Now, we've been talking about all about the negative. Now, let's talk about what we're looking forward to, because at the end of the day, you need to look forward to something, and that's that balance, right? So, Mike, what are you looking forward to this summer?
2 things I'm looking forward to. One is getting my ass out on that lake, and the second is that we joined a really strong, great, warm, welcoming, loving community to surround ourselves with people that are in much higher levels than us in all different facets of business. So,
and then for those of you who don't know, Mike and I just bought our house with Creative Financing, and it is on a lake. So Mike grew up on the water, but I did not. Although I've been on a boat before in the ocean with Mike, I have never been on a boat or a jet ski or any type of, vehicle on the water on a lake. I hear it's totally different, and the water is crystal clear, so that's what I'm excited for.
Yep, it's going to be awesome.
So with that being said, I told you guys there was a surprise that I would tell you at the end of the video, and I want you guys to comment below, happy birthday, Mike, because today is his birthday.
And I know that you have watched this whole video. If you drop in the comments below as well how old I am, and I'm 28.
So let us know what also you guys are looking forward to this summer. We'd be happy to hear. And if you liked this video and hopefully you resonated with us in some way, let us know as well.
Always remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy watching us in this channel. And always know that we love you guys, and thank you for always following. Have a great one.
See you guys.